That nearly dragged down onto the stumps. Boucher under fire here.
Well, this is good bowling from Caddick in the last over. Very good bounce. That must have shaved the stumps.
By heaven, didn't England turn the thing on its head in that last half an hour or so, with Andrew Flintoff picking up those wickets. All credit, though, to Gary Kirsten. He's still there, unbeaten with 126. He may be the man to save the game for South Africa. I reckon he's got a bat for the first hour on the final morning. 251 for 4 with the good support by Jacques Kallis. The England bowlers, Andrew Caddick had a wicket. He was good again. Darren Gough bowled a bit quicker today. He's got a wicket. And Freddie Flintoff, they call him, he's picked up a couple. Well, the bowlers...
Kirsten on his way again. That'll help to get Andrew Caddick loose. He'll have a little bit of stiffness in those joints this morning.
Early this morning.
Pick up 2 there. The other thing they've got to do as well, I think, is keep the over rate up. Stop South African scoring. They're only 50 ahead now. In the air, but safe. Flying over gully. It's 4 runs. Short and wide.
That's it.
It's not that complicated, really, is it? Been 13.5. I find that a little strange there because there was a man out there for a few overs. There wasn't. He's had a go at the hook. Test score in South Africa and his second highest of all time. Of course, that 210 at Old Trafford. Oh, it's edged and goes away. You just feel this. Keep sticking in there and it'll start coming your way.
Appears from the action and a bit more bounce as well. Oh, there, and that very nearly squeezes onto the stumps and was a prime example of what you were illustrating. He's trying to force off the back foot instead of perhaps just defending, but good steep bounce and a bit of movement as well. Space on the leg side, and it may well go to the boundary, or will it? Could be a long chase. They could run 4 if it stops. Caddick will get there now. They'll take 3. Tended to follow Caddick around the ball today, and that brings a 50 partnership up. Oh, that's gone through him. Still finding something is Andrew Flintoff in this pitch. Look at this. Cracking shot. Well, we've said it before about Mark Boucher. When he gets it right in that area, there are a few better. Ooh, he's in danger of not getting there this time as well with that shot.
That's the extra that Flintoff gets because of his strength.
Oh, he's found space, and guess who's chasing? It's Caddick again, and he's made a great stop. Saved the single because they've run 3.
Kirsten drives. Just the 1 this time, but that's all he needs to go to that 150.
Applause from his teammates. Gary Kirsten, very, very well played. Exactly what South Africa needed. Came to their rescue, and the innings was built around him. Really played superbly.
Lucky here. A little late on the shot that time Mark Boucher. Inside edge, past the leg stump. And a single. Oh! Tufnell. Again finding just the outside edge there of Boucher, and he's racing back for the second is Boucher. And that was a very, very good throw by Andrew Caddick, who's one of the slower people around the field. And in fact, the umpire, Cowie, has asked the third umpire to have a look at this. Boucher seemed to be home. See, just a bit of bounce and turn there, an outside edge. Tufnell is disappointed. Caddick races round, picks up now. He's a bit slow, but he's got a very good arm indeed. Now we'll have to have a better look at that. Here comes the bat sliding in. He's okay. This is chopped away on the offside by Boucher, and it'll go for 4. Hard into the ground, up over the head of the gully, and away to the boundary.
Boucher given a bit of width. Reaches nice. It did keep a bit low. Chopped it into the ground, and an indication of how hard the ground is in and around that wicket area. We have seen that the outfield was softer with the rains that we've had, but the wicket and around it was extremely hard.
4 runs. You see, once Boucher gets going, he's prepared to play his shots, and he's very talented. And he creamed that through the covers.
An example of a perfect cover drive. Gets his foot nice into the pitch. Head over the ball. Beautifully struck.
This is through mid-wicket. Good shot by Gary Kirsten. Maddie's chasing hard. Well, he's got the hand to it. We'll have to have a check as to whether he was touching the ball when his body hit the boundary. It was a good effort by Maddie.
Super shot here from Gary Kirsten. Pierces that mid-wicket area. The outfield today much quicker than it was on the previous 4 days of this test match.
Well, third umpire Wolf Diedrichs has decided it is 4 runs.
That's a beautiful stroke from Kirsten. And 4 as it left the bat.
Over pitch, and when he is playing well, such a simple technique.
Oh, well, that's 4 more. That was a poor delivery. It was full and very wide.
Yes, Flintoff's not happy. Just trying to find his line and length early on in the spell. But again, Mark Nicholas on the first day of the test was talking about Gary Kirsten's form and perhaps leaning back, not getting his weight into the shot. But just the occupation of the crease, it's cured all that. Look at that bent knee.
Abdaway, a look for 2 here for his 50. He's very quick between the wickets and he'll get it. Well played, Mark Boucher.
Yes, just stuck on 48 for about 15 minutes or so. But that's well played.
Gutsy stuff from the South Africans again this morning, and they've gone along at a reasonable rate as well. 343 for 4 at lunch. Kirsten's been out there for 630 minutes. That's only 15 minutes short of Michael Atherton's effort at the Wanderers 4 years ago. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll see how things go in the second session of play.
Fantasize about.
Welcome back to the most beautiful day here at the Kingsmead Cricket Ground in Durban. The South Africans going well in their quest to save the game. They're 133 ahead now. England have to strike straight after lunch, otherwise they're really going to struggle to win it. We'll pick up the play with Gary Kirsten still at the wicket with Mark Boucher.
Down the wicket goes Gary Kirsten, and he's lofted it away over mid-wicket. 4 runs. Good footwork again there. And out into the deep it goes.
Cracking shot. Beautiful fielding. Trouble. No. They nearly shook hands, Boucher and Kirsten, before going back to their respective ends. Ooh, straight back and dropped. Hit it very, very hard. Oh, well taken by Alex Stewart. The goalkeeper. Diving to the top right-hand corner and just flicking the ball over the bar.
It's nicely played by Kirsten back to the square. Butcher in pursuit. And a good effort, but I think the telephone might have come out anyway had he managed to scoop it back. Well bowled. Outstanding delivery. Oh, up in the air, but just falls short. Well, that's how it goes when it doesn't quite go your way.
Caddick is steaming. Great bit of bowling, getting extra life, putting so much into it at the end of the day. And the ball looped up. It just looped up too much, actually.
Good shot. Wow, where did he get that from?
He got it from his cupboard full of talent. He is jam-packed with the stuff.
Good shot, that'll be 4. And the 150 partnership between these two batsmen.
I think Caddick's had it.
Pulled away again, he's beaten the man down there. Good over for the young wicketkeeper. 400 comes up. The 4 down.
Another poor shot. Oh, he smashed this one to the boundary, well in front of square. In fact, it is sixpence. Now off the back foot, and this is through to it's 4 more. Well, Mark Boucher knows that the job has been done in terms of saving the test match for South Africa, and he's now opening the taps. Kirsten now plays a handsome-looking shot too, off the back foot, and that's gone to the boundary in the cover point area. He's played it quite delicately, a lovely little late cut. Will it run to the boundary for forward, slowing up, and ever-eager Silverwood is after it, and he will not get his 4 runs. It's just 3, so he's 1 short of 200, and Boucher is 1 short of a century. 425 for 4. Well, Gary Kirsten's got the strike, so he might get to his 200 before Boucher gets to his 100. He needs 1. New change of bowling. Silverwood getting punished for 15 in 1 over. Adams is the new man. There it is. He just guides it down to 3rd man, Gary Kirsten. A monumental effort. Applause from Nasser Hussain, the England captain. He will appreciate what an effort this has been by Gary Kirsten. All of Kingsmead on their feet. Teammates as well. Gary Kirsten's 2nd double 100. Both of them have come against England, and he joins Graham Pollock and Dudley Norse as the only South African test batsman to make 2 double 100s. Now Boucher has got strike. Can he get his 100? Can there be more excitement? There is. He plays almost the identical shot to Gary Kirsten. The only thing is he gets 4 and not 1. But Mark Boucher has gone to a magnificent century. Double delight for the Kingsmead crowd. And for the teammates. This has gone straight up in the air, and Stewart is underneath it, and he's got it. And Mark Boucher is out. And Adams has got his first test wicket. First time he's ever bowled in test cricket in this innings, and he's now got his first test wicket, and he's pretty happy about it. It wasn't a very good shot by Mark Boucher. Pity that his innings should end that way. It was too full for him to play that shot, and it just sliced up off the bat, and Alex Stewart had lots of time to get underneath it.
Really the first shot, bad shot that Mark Boucher's played off that back foot. He has played splendidly. What an inning. Mark Boucher, 108 then. South Africa 436 for 5.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness me. That's 4 more. Oh, good shot. Cut that away. I think that's gone for 4. It has. Beautifully timed.
Butcher's giving chase. It's going to be a close one. Money on the red. That's that one. Tudor, 4 runs. For a moment there, Gerald, I thought it didn't make good contact with the ball. But when I looked again and I saw it race towards that boundary, he must have. Yeah, but it's just second gear. If it hit 5th gear, it would be in the SABC building next door, I think. And he gives away a single. And that brings 500 up on the ball.
The biggest appeal of the entire series from Alex Stewart. Let's have a listen once more to Alex Stewart. Makes it into a full toss, drives it through the covers, 4 runs. $530 for 5 now.
A nice shot from Kirsten. Well flighted from Butcher.
Yes, you beauty! Oh, Butcher has bowled Lance Klusener.
Well, Lance Klusener looked pretty disinterested for most of his innings. He's just stroked it around, tried to give the bowling to Gary Kirsten for most of the time, hit some nice boundaries, but they're playing inside the line of a Mark Butcher off spinner. And he's probably pretty annoyed that he doesn't get a red asterisk behind his name. 537 for 6 South Africa. Lance Klusener gone for 45.
Alex Stewart trying to keep himself going with some humour. Referring Butcher to Suklain of Pakistan. Who, of course, has bowled brilliantly for Surrey, bowled them to the championship.
Well done, Gary Kirsten. That brings up the 250. Applause around the ground, the dressing room on their feet. They really appreciate this mammoth inning. Very well played. He looks very tired, Robin.
Nasser Hussain into the attack. He's got that past mid-off, and it'll run away from tiring legs. 4. So Graham Pollock's record equalled. Daryl Cullinan's record equalled. So with it, whichever which way you look at it, Gary Kirsten is one. There's Cullinan. Laws with a pleasant smile. Taking any undue risks, maybe a short ball that he might get through cover or dab down past slip. Look for the right delivery. Yeah! He's bowled him out behind his legs. I don't believe it.
No.
That is unbelievable. Look at Cullinan, genuinely upset. So Gary Kirsten is bowled by Butcher for 275 and is the co-holder of the individual South African record for the highest score in Test cricket. And he can still smile about it. I wonder if he will tomorrow morning.
If we say that England had the best of the match as a whole, you'd certainly say South Africa had the best of the last day and a half. They saved it in great style. 572 for 7 at the close. Look at that effort by Kirsten. 275, the second longest innings in the history of Test match cricket. Only Hanif Mohammed has batted for longer. Great support from Mark Boucher, a brilliant 100 from a very good young cricketer there, and plenty of others contributing down the list to save the game. The English bowlers, they all stuck at it exceptionally well. Andrew Caddick has been the star of the match with the 7 in the first innings. People chipping in. There'll be a good laugh in the dressing room over Mark Butcher's 2, and great pleasure will be had too from the fact that Andrew Flintoff is proving to be a handy change bowler for his country. After play, I was lucky enough to have a chat with both the captains, Nasser Hussain and first Hansie Cronje.
Coming off that follow-on in the first innings, we had a 5-minute chat and asked for all those characteristics, asked for guts, determination, inner strength, whatever you want to call it, and all the guys dug deep, and bar the captain, everybody else contributed with the bat, so I'm really extremely proud of that.
When you're enforced to follow on after bowling them out for 160 or whatever it was, you know, you want to have another go at them and bowl them out again, but the wicket proved to be very flat, and I was very pleased with the way our boys stuck to the task, going at 2.5 runs and over. We obviously need to be a bit more penetrative and try and find wickets when it goes flat, but as a team that came out here as no hopers, I'm pleased with the way we're competing at the moment.
Do you feel that England are getting a little closer to you now than you thought they might?
I don't think so at all. No, we knew how hard the series was going to be. I mean, we sometimes read newspaper articles and look at the media and that, and we think, why do you write people off before they come here? Because we certainly know that they fought all the way last year, and we're extremely happy that we can go to Cape Town 1-0 up. Obviously, we take a lot of positives out of this last 2 days, fighting through that and only losing 5 wickets or 6 wickets in the end. We were extremely happy.
Take you back right to the start of the match and your own innings, and the fact that a lot of people had question marks against the slowness of it. You seem to have the courage of your convictions. Do you feel that in the end it was completely justified?
Well, as you saw, you know, the wicket was getting better and better, and you know, I think the problem with our game is that we look too far ahead and too far back. I think you just got to play the situation, play each session and play the day's cricket. You can't say, well, we're going too slow here and we might not win the game on the 4th or 5th day. That's when you lose games on the first morning and the second morning, you know, the 2 sessions. Just got to play what the situation demands, and I felt at that stage that's what the situation demanded, and I think when we bowled them all out and made them follow on, we were in the box seat.
Yes, I think you certainly proved a point. One final question. Looking forward to Cape Town, do you feel that your team is on the upgraft?
Yeah, I do, but I'd put a warning in there that all we've had is 2 good weeks. That's it. We had a good week at Port Elizabeth and a good week here, and what we have to do with English cricket and our team in particular is 3 or 4 good years, you know, hard work, and there'll be some more downs before we carry on going up. So just a bit of caution there. We're constantly looking at ourselves, trying to improve, but it's going to be a long-term thing. You know, don't expect miracles too soon.
All right. Finish with a smile for me.
I've got 5 days on the field. I'm quite happy, thanks.
Reservation to a degree from Nasser Hussain, but I think the smile at the end betrayed what he really feels, and that is pleasure in the way that his team are performing. I honestly think that both he and Duncan Fletcher have already made an impression and England going about things the right way, and I think English supporters can look ahead with some confidence. So that's just about it from Durban. A reminder that the 4th Test match gets underway in Cape Town on Sunday. That's the 2nd of January, and of course we'll have highlights for you in the evening. Join us for those if you can. For the moment, I'm going to say good night amidst the beautiful sunshine here in Natal.